Welcome to another video from Gweilo 60. I'm going to be on the next Saturday's Let's Talk live show, 9 a.m. China time. We're going to be putting posters up. Everybody on the show is going to be putting posters up on their community tabs on their channels, so look out for those. This one here is going to be sort of a special one. We're going to be talking about the Cold War 2.0, and I think what this is really going to be about is how the Five Eyes countries, United States, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and the UK, and maybe the sixth eye, everybody says it's the eye in the middle of the forehead, India, is dealing with China. And basically it's being headed by the United States. Who's on this show, you might ask? Well, you know I am, because I've already told you that. Lee Barrett is back for another Saturday morning. Alex Absolute will be there with his bells on, of course. Alex from Reporterfy Media is there, and we've got Matt from Jayoe Nation. So we've got a great group of people on this show that know a lot about what's going on in the Chinese world. And I think it might get personal this time, because and you guys out there that watch my channel and subscribe, my viewers, make it to this one, okay? I want to see some big numbers on this one. Do it for Gweilo. Come on, I'm out here, it's 40 degrees. I'm making a video, and I do it every day just for you guys. So show up on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock China time, which I think is Friday night, and I don't know this for sure. I think it's 6 o'clock Pacific time, 9 o'clock Atlantic time. I'm pretty sure it's 2 o'clock in the morning UK time. I'm so sorry, you guys. It's just the UK guys take it on the chin. But then that's what that Wednesday night China chat is for, is to, make it so the UK guys can. But if you're a viewer of Gweilo 60s, it doesn't matter if it's 2 o'clock in the morning. You make it to this one. Being YouTubers, being people that are expats, being people that live in China, we're basically ambassadors for our own countries. Being a Canadian in China is sometimes difficult, because you're sort of torn between the two worlds. My country, especially the Conservatives, I hate Trudeau. Trudeau is the worst Prime Minister in the history of Canada, by far, bar none. Take my word for it, I know. But then you get the anti-China rhetoric from the Conservative Party of Canada, and just for that alone they lose my vote and my wife's vote, and probably every Chinese Canadian and probably every other foreign immigrant that has come into the country, just because if they're willing to treat China in this manner, what about Pakistan and India? What about El Salvador, Guatemala? What about Russia? You name it, all of these different places. So when you're pulling out your little voting card there, guys, and you see a conservative name on, or a conservative little blue sticker, damn, I don't know. We can't vote for the Liberals unless they get somebody in there that's actually got a brain. But see, that's not what this video is about. Damn, I digress or regress or whatever gress it is. I get shit for this all the time. But you see, the thing is that you get Lee Barrett. He's from the UK. He's going through the same thing. You get Patrick Freeman from the United States, and Matt from Jayoe Nation from the United States, same thing. You get Alex from Reporterfy Media. He's a Canadian, same as me, same thing. So the idea that we're ambassadors for our countries, but then again, we sort of flip it on our ear. And I got this idea from both Patrick Freeman and Lee Barrett in a conversation on WeChat earlier today, and it just sort of sparked my bulb, as things do. And we have also become ambassadors for China, because we're the people living here in this world right now. We see it as it is. We see it how the normal people on the ground see it, the Chinese people. And all of the rhetoric that's being spouted about China, it just isn't true. You know, the idea that it's a totalitarian country, authoritarian government, they've got their hands in everything that you do. You're not allowed to go out. You're not allowed to talk, speak, whatever. The parks are beautiful, by the way, and the food is to die for. But you see, the thing is that the more rhetoric that is spouted against China by these other countries makes it more difficult for the Chinese people. And I don't think they deserve that. I think that maybe, just maybe, if a number of people show up on our live talk on Saturday morning, we might change some minds, because you've got a lot of intelligent people that have a lot of knowledge about this particular subject. And as the rhetoric of a Cold War keeps festering and getting worse and worse, and it is getting worse, you've seen it, you know, from the trade wars to everybody said this all over and over and over again, so I'm not going to repeat all of the things that have been accused, or all of the things that China's been accused of, all of the bad things that people say China does, all of the you know, stealing the IP to oh, you sell more to, we buy more of your stuff than you buy of our stuff, and all of this other stuff, because there's a big trade deficit, and you're stealing our workers. And I said I wasn't going to say this, but you know me, I have a hard time not saying it. So China's got a bad reputation in the world in certain countries, but then there's a lot of countries that just love the hell out of China because China's helped them. Those aren't the countries throwing this rhetoric around. So what I'm trying to say is a Cold War like this could turn into a hot war in a split second, and something that we really have to watch out for. And being a foreigner in China, that's the last thing I want to see, because that would just screw with my life, something fierce, and it would screw with everybody's life around the world, because when you get a number of superpowers battling it out because they think that their way of life is better, well, actually, you know, China just sort of sits back and says, yeah, okay, well, you guys think whatever you want to think, and just sort of leave us alone, and we'll just do our own thing. It's basically the Americans there that are the major rhetoric whores, if that's the word. Oh, and I wanna make something explicitly clear here now, and I'm not going to lie to you. If you are married to a Chinese girl, or probably any girl, everybody knows that Wei Fong cuts my hair and always has. If you are married to a Chinese girl and she cuts your hair, do not piss her off before she cuts your hair. Like I'm telling you, she fricasseed my ass yesterday. Look at this. Like, that's why I'm wearing a hat today, boys. And I'll be wearing a hat for a little while until I get some hair back, but it's just the way it is. So when you're looking at, say my channel, for instance, and say Lee Barrett's, because in China right now, we get the most anti-China rhetoric, the most hate comments out of everybody, and I think I get more than Lee does. Well, I know I get more than Lee does. I don't think anybody could get as much as I do. But it's because of our attitudes towards the people that hate on China. And we say it how it is. We say, well, no, it's not like that, guys. You know, that's a lie. You're uneducated. Maybe get a passport and travel. A lot of this rhetoric comes from people that listen to their politicians, listen to their mainstream media, Fox News, you know, Epoch Times and stuff like that. But if they actually went out and got a passport and traveled a little bit around the world, left their little community, they might see that the world isn't what these mainstream medias or these politicians tell you, because they have their own agenda, and it's not benefiting you as a viewer, it's only benefiting their agenda. And as we tell people this, we gain unsupporters, I guess what it is. And I think YouTube's one of them, because I keep getting my shit deleted on a regular basis. And I notice that other people, other YouTubers that are part of this Let's Talk China, that had never experienced this in their lives, their YouTube lives, are starting to experience it now. So maybe it's more people from China on VPNs are watching their stuff, and if they think you're on a VPN, you're a bot or something like that, I don't know. But tune in Saturday morning, Let's Talk Live. We will be talking about the American experience. In this, we're going to be talking about China. We're going to be talking about all of the political bullshit that's been going on around the world that's negative on China, and maybe show some negative stuff about some other countries also during this live stream. That's That's Saturday morning at 9 a.m. China time. You go to any one of our channels, you'll see the live thing, and it'll give you a countdown to tell you how many hours to the show. And as I say, if you like my channel, if you watch my channel, I'm asking you on this one, please show up, make comments, help out, make the show better. It's if it's not for the viewers showing up, the show just isn't the same type thing. So show up, show your support, and ask questions. Make sure that if you have questions, you ask them, and they will be answered. At 9 o'clock China time, June 6th. That's another video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, push that share button, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the bell. Don't forget to resubscribe, because I know you've been unsubscribed. Everybody has been at one point of their life watching my videos. And never forget to put a couple bucks in the children's Patreon account. It's for a good cause. It's for poor rural Chinese children. It just helps them in their daily lives. Have a heart, guys. Help me out with this one. Thanks for watching. Bye now.